According to one of the newspapers that's now very much in bed with Meghan and Harry, as it were, that is, of course, publicity-wise, well, apparently, according to them, well, you can't even mention Harry's name around Prince William for, of course, well, having a dark cloud. Well, one would expect that, wouldn't that? Given the fact that, of course, his younger brother has been so disingenuous, unkind and cruel to virtually every member of the family. But now things aren't going too well, and he hasn't had his dose of his own celebrity for a while, well, he's decided to turn around again. Of course, earlier this week, Harry decided to chuck away quite a lot of money. And this was, again, met with a bit of a mystery, as I pointed out, because suddenly these huge donations, which weren't, well, necessarily publicised that well and didn't exactly hit the spot marketing-wise due to the fact that there was a terrible assassination, in the United States, which reverberated around the world, well, that didn't truly hit. But now it looks like Harry's about to come back faster than people think. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much as ever for your time. And thank you, by the way, for enjoying, a nice wave to you all, yes. Thank you for enjoying, of course, the recent video regarding the wonderful actress Cherie Houston. What a career this lady has and what stories that she was sharing with me. I'm glad that you liked the short segment. Everybody from Richard Chamberlain to the Carry On stars to our very own wonderful First Lady of Gainsborough Films. That's right, Margaret Lockwood. Who remembers seeing The Wicked Lady on TV? Just a wonderful movie, isn't it? Now seems so tame, but according to Cherie and many others that knew Margaret, it was considered absolutely shocking because there was a woman, beautiful, in charge, literally playing a sort of Dick Turpin type character. It's funny how times change, isn't it? And that was the #1 film in Britain when it was released in that particular year. Incredible. Of course, somebody who wants to have that sort of same popularity without maybe the scandal now this time around is none other than the former royal known as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. And as I said, popped back earlier this week to great applause in his mind at least. But of course, sways and sways of vast empty aisles where nobody really seemingly wanted to pay homage to the former royal. Maybe, in fact, maybe this could be the bigger problem that the Mail on Sunday or indeed the Daily Mail don't like to report, that the fascination with the failing brand of Meghan Markle might have done a lot more to draw in crowds. People like to gawp at things, don't they, like that, not going so well. Harry, they don't really know what he does anymore. He's not a royal, he doesn't run anything, you get the picture. However, he did decide when he was up in Nottingham to make a substantial donation to children in need. That's the BBC charity telethon thing that was popular many years ago, not so much now, right? People are kind of over that really, and I think it's all to do with the scandal surrounding the BBC and exactly how the money was spent or not spent, as the case may be. What's interesting about it though is that, well, according to sources, Harry hasn't done with his return back here to the UK, and this is all down to that particular charity. Every year they have a big, as I say, telethon on the channel, normally just ahead of Christmas, middle November time. And what's interesting is that they've invited Harry back to appear on the show. Now, I don't know if this is a follow-up to what's happened to the money, how they're spending their money at this point, but they think that either Harry via satellite live or indeed back live in the studio not only would be good for ratings, but of course good for him, good for his ego, good for letting the world know the good things that he's done, and more importantly, once again, aligning himself with a fake and sort of faux pas royal life, something that apparently he didn't see himself returning to, but now looking for any single angle to get in on. Now, of course, many people would suggest, well, he donated the money, he should, and that's his prerogative, and of course that is the charity's prerogative. Absolutely. But the thing is, of course, what's very clever about this is it's just like a couple of weeks ahead of Catherine, the Princess of Wales' annual carol concert, which normally does the good deed for the British monarchy. So by Harry aligning himself to the BBC, as I said to you before, a strange sort of collaboration, given the fact that his elder brother, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, denounced the BBC over the treatment of their late mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, and the Martin Bashir debacle. Well, it seems a strange thing to get attached to and suddenly get involved with. Others might say, any port in a storm. I mean, what else is coming up? Senator Barley has done a lot to damage Harry's charitable sort of renditions, as it were. So consequently this, with a live TV performance or indeed a link or simply just a film, he hopes will put him back on track. Neil Shawn, Kensington, London.